Welcome to the business of the future 10 reasons to stay at home and be your own boss. At this time, I'm sure you're frustrated about work, stressed out, feeling underappreciated and underpaid. You might be an employee who is laid off or a small business owner who is completely overwhelmed and distraught, wondering about your future and your employees and your life's work. You might be scrambling to stay open as customer traffic has stopped and cash flow to keep your doors open is the main concern. I think I know exactly how you're feeling. It's a very tough time for most people, and some of us have been through this before. Hi, we are Joe and Tina Gonzalez, and we are just like you. I want to tell you this story because today feels much like 12 years ago. At that time, after 20 plus years of working in the corporate banking and commercial real estate industry and the small business world, our world came to a crashing halt during the financial crisis in 2008 to 2010. After working so hard and feeling like we had it made, we lost much of our life savings, and I was stressed out and depressed. It was a horrible 3 year period. I remember people, including me, walking around like zombies, much like today. During that time, we decided to write down our life goals. We knew we wanted to chase our dreams of sunshine and happiness, health and wealth, so we decided to take control of our lives. No matter what, we will get through this and we will grow and learn. But times like this, I hope that you'll agree that we should keep our options and our minds open because things may never be the same when it comes to social interaction, real estate space needs, and business risk evaluation. But also, if you're like me, times like these awaken our entrepreneurial spirits. For these reasons, let's dive in and take a look at the business of the future and 10 reasons to stay at home and be your own boss. Number one, unemployment is out of control. We could be entering into an era similar to the Great Depression. The ability to create our own income and be self sufficient cannot be understated. These are some of the headlines that are coming out these days. The U.S. vehicle sales volume down 50 to 75% in March. Jobless claims soared to a record breaking 6.6 million. And this chart just shows you what a jump that is. These are normalized down here, and then it jumps up to 6.6 million just in a couple of weeks. Incredible. Number two reason, small businesses are closing at an alarming rate. Whether or not these will remain open remains to be seen. But there is an amazing number of talented people out there right now looking for something to replace their income. Here's some more headlines. The coronavirus could wipe out department stores. Half the restaurants can't survive more than 16 days. And roughly 110,000 restaurants are expected to close for good in the next month. Number three, the housing market is showing signs of trouble. This will have a tremendous impact on people's net worth and credit, as well as professionals like realtors and their ability to earn. A side business will help protect against income falling. And just note, a home business also offers an unlimited income opportunity, and there are tens of thousands of six and seven figure earners in the industry. How long will this last? Well, the last recession in 2008 took nearly 7 years to fully recover. So, number four, we don't know how long this will last. With the last one taking nearly 7 years, and when it does, and if it does recover, how many businesses and employees will be needed? What does losing 7 years of income and compounding returns in the stock market mean to your future and your 401k and your IRA? A side income replenishes that. You'll see this chart here from Robert Kiyosaki, which is going to explain the next few reasons to be a home business owner. And this chart shows there are four ways to produce income, and 95% of the population is either an employee or self-employed. But the striking thing is those 95% only own 5% of the wealth. And why is that? Well, reason number five, if we are employees or self-employed, on the left-hand side of the quadrant, we have linear income. That means we cap ourselves on how much money we can make. And the richest people in businesses, they own businesses and use leverage on the right-hand side. So if you look at the right-hand side of the equation, 95% of the wealth is owned by only 5% of the population. That's because these people own businesses, they own a system, and then investors have money working for them. So, reason number six, business owners get to use a system like a business and get to use tax advantages that employees don't. And we get the ability to have those tax advantage when we're a home-based business owner. And number seven, an investor has their money working for them. And just like us in home based business, we can create a residual and passive income, which means more time freedom when your money is working for you or when you have a system working for you. So the ability to have sales that produce residual income and building an organization that produces passive income, that produces time freedom. So we want to move from the left-hand side to the right-hand side of the equation. Number 8, a home business does not have the overhead and liability risk of a traditional business. Now, let me ask you, do we really want to take on all that risk? Look at the store closings and the employee layoffs, and there's still overhead to pay. They have all the bank debt, the capital investment, the rent, the real estate, overhead, the inventory, payroll, utilities, benefits. Gosh, I don't know how they do it, and it's so tough, and especially right now because remember, a business that makes a 10% net profit margin, or say $10,000 per month on $100,000 revenue, if they lose just 10% of their customer revenue, they're now operating at break even. So you can imagine what they're going through when 50 to 80% of the foot traffic or 90% is gone right now. Here's just a recap of those items that I've just talked about and a compelling reason to stay at home and be your own boss. But look at all these items on the left-hand side in terms of startup cost, overhead, inventory, tax advantage, market flexibility, income potential, overall risk reward, etc. All of these, and when you compare it to, say, something that I love, real estate investments, or being a business owner or a franchise owner, all of them, if you look at it in terms of low risk to high risk, all of them are really overshadowed, and their overall risk reward potential is really overshadowed by being a home business owner because we have all of the upside potential, but very few of the risks. And number 9, the coronavirus and the impact of Amazon and retail space, massive unemployment and sudden stoppage with customers has permanently changed the landscape of how business is conducted. Will we need all the employees, all the commercial and work office space? People love convenience. So, number 9, the landscape of the marketplace has forever changed. Do we need all that space? So imagine a life where you could do more of what you want. You'd have less stress with what's going on, more fun, better health, more time to do what you want, more income to do what you want, and more time to spend with the people you want. So number 10 is that the perfect business model really seems to mitigate all those previously mentioned risks with no employees, no rent, no inventory, no need for small business loans, no commute. You still get the tax benefits, no significant capital investment. You can scale it to unlimited profits. You can work part-time and continue doing the things you love and even keep your business or job. And it can be started for less than a couple of dinners out. Now you know why Robert Kiyosaki called the home-based business model the business of the 21st century. And bonus item is number 11. There's no experience necessary. We have a franchise-like system. And what does that mean? Well, it means we can help you to learn the system to leverage yourself and create more of you. So, what does a franchise owner want to do? They want to sell more products, but they can't do that because they can't open all the stores themselves. So, the franchisor actually creates a system to duplicate themselves. And that's exactly what we do. And we show you how to go from yourself to having 2 stores, to having 4 stores, to having 16 stores, and so on and so forth, up to the point where you could have thousands of stores. Now, you can't do all the things yourself, and neither can a franchise owner. But if you have a system that teaches everybody how to do things, you can actually run these thousands of stores. Now, let me ask you this. Would you rather be the store inventor or the franchisor that gets a franchise fee from each of the 4,000 plus individual store owners? Or would you rather be the franchisee, the store owner that gets their own profits? And the franchisor actually is getting a percentage of profits whether or not that store is making a profit. So remember what J. Paul Getty says, I would rather earn 1% of the efforts of 100 people than 100% of my own efforts. But the problem again is franchises cost hundreds of thousands or millions of dollars. And here's some of the popular franchises and their costs. But no worries, this is an affordable franchise system that can be yours for less than the price of a couple of nice dinners out every month. We have partnered with a company called Life Activated Brands that gives us this exact opportunity to earn a supplemental income working part-time from home, as I described in the growing health and wellness industry with products designed to help people bring balance back into their daily routines. So how compelling is this? This entire system, including a business in a box franchise-like system, can be yours for a couple $100. If you'd like to learn more about our affordable franchise system and how you can be a part of the business of the future with your own affordable franchise system, ask for part 2 of the presentation to give you all the details so you can get up and running in less than 24 hours to take back control of your life. Welcome to the future of business. Thanks for listening. Please ask or go on to part 2 to take control of your health, your wealth, and your future. Thanks a lot.